Hello, this is Jax, and welcome to day 5 of the BMB treasure hunt. Today I'm going to be demonstrating for you bots in action. So now that your first growth tool and your initial welcome messages are set up, it's time to use some broadcasts to send messages to your bot subscriber list and set up a funnel with ManyChat's automation tools. These are both ways that you're going to use to continue to nurture the people who've signed up for your bot describer list. Sending your message from the growth tool is essentially your welcome message, which we did yesterday, and broadcasts and automation are the next steps. So today I'm going to go over sending out a broadcast to your list. A broadcast is crucial for staying in touch with your subscribers so they get to know, like and trust you. Using that growth tool is put out there as a way to get the subscribers. These people are saying, yes, I want to be on your list. So now you need to move on and be giving them some value. I like to send out a broadcast as if I'm just sending a message to somebody through Messenger in real time. A little bit like you would send an email out to your email list, but it can be briefer and a little bit more chatty, which is the benefit of using Messenger. So let's get started and get inside ManyChat. Okay, so what we're going to do is do a broadcast today. So if you look down the left-hand side menu here and you click onto broadcasting, on the left hand side, okay, and then on to broadcasts, it takes you here. Okay, so what you see on this page is you'll see all the ones you've done before, anything you have scheduled, and anything that's in draft that you haven't actually sent out yet. But what we want to do today is create a new one. So go to the top right hand corner and click on New Broadcast. It's such a user-friendly way to be sending a message, and when you've got something that you just want to tell your list about, and we have lots of examples later, it's just really super easy to set up. So you can always go back and see the one you've done before, and if you want to do something similar you can copy and edit. But we are going to do a new one today. So essentially, in the center here where it says enter your text, if you click and you enter some text. So let's just do a really quick message. Oops, so we'll say hi, and you get to the names by this little icon here, and we'll put first name in. And let's put just wanted to show you something really exciting. Okay, so that's just a little bit of text, and you can put your name there. Now if you want to name your message, then you would just click the little edit here, and let's just call this test, just so that we know that that's that. Okay, so what happens is when you're typing in the center here in your message, if you look to the right, you will see there the demo of what it actually looks like. So you can see the screen that people are, what they're going to see on their screen. Now, if you want to add a button here, you may want to click Add Button, and you see up here where it has New Button, that's to name it what you want to. So I'm just going to put click for link. Okay, it's good to have a kind of a call to action there, but it can be subtle because there's not much here, people would see it. I wouldn't generally put click for link, but just for the purposes of the example. And then we look down this column here and you've got options for your message. Now if we put click for link, it indicates we want to open a website. So we click this, and I just put my blog in for a minute, okay, just so we've got something real I can show you. All right, and then you click done, and that's all you need to do really for a simple one. Okay, so we've got that sorted. Now we click on, actually what you can do is if you click preview, this will actually send the message to you, so you can preview that message and check the link. So we'll click open messenger. And this is my messenger, and down here's the message. Just wanted to show you something really exciting. Click for link. We click the link and that takes you to my blog. Okay, so that worked. Wow. So that is quite amazing. So let's get back to ManyChat. So we've done the preview. We know it works. We've checked the link. We've looked at the text, checked the spelling, make sure everything's fine. So we click on Go Next. Now you need to decide here what type of message it's going to be. Basically, I send subscription broadcasts, so it's go to everybody on the list through a broadcast. So I leave that green button there. In the center here, this means you can target. Now, initially you probably just want to send it to everybody on your list. But if you wanted to, when you move on slightly, you will see here that you have options. You may have tags attached to people. When you have a landing page, okay, like you might have set up already, or you will be soon, I hope, that will give you the name of landing pages if you click there. Okay, and all your growth tools. So you can choose. So if people opted in to a free Facebook Live training, for example, you might have tagged them with Facebook Live. So you know that those people are interested in Facebook Live information. So you could target only those people in this broadcast. But for the purposes of what we're doing today, we're just doing it to the whole list. And moving on down, you can schedule your broadcast ahead of time. Okay, that's quite straightforward to do. Or you can just send it now. And you can send all at the same time, or you can do various other options, which I wouldn't really bother with just at the moment. And then there's some different notification settings. Just leave it on regular push. That's really the safest thing to do. Okay, so when you've done that, which is fairly straightforward, I would say, you can always preview it again if you want to, and when you're happy with that, press send now, and that's it. Now I'm not going to send that one because my list will go a bit nuts if I send them that message, but what will happen is if you want it to stay in drafts, if you just go onto the left hand side and click on broadcasts underneath there, it will take you back and you can see here, okay, it's called content. Sorry, I didn't change the name at the top, but if we have a look in here, we can see that one's been saved. All right, so simple as that. That is how to do a broadcast to your list. The key is really thinking about exactly what you're going to put in your broadcast, and I've got lots of examples coming up right now for you. All right, so let's just get back to our training and how to use chatbots. Okay, now there's lots of different ways that you can use them. So I'm going to just run through a selection of them here to give you some ideas. And while I'm talking about them and going through the rest of the slides, you can be thinking about your own business and the things that kind of spark something off in you, and you can always come back and look at these again and make yourself a little strategy for some broadcasts. So first of all, they're useful for driving traffic from your group. If you have a Facebook group, this is a great way to get free members onto your mailing list. 2, you can send lead magnets to Facebook Live viewers. Okay, so you can connect ManyChat to your Facebook page and have lead magnets automatically sent to your Facebook Live viewers. Now, we did that yesterday with the Facebook Comments Growth Tool. Number 3, Facebook comment ads. Create a Facebook ad that doesn't take people to a link, but instead all they have to do is comment and they get access to whatever it is that you are offering. Okay, and they will be then subscribed to your list. Number 4, thank you pages. If you have a lead magnet or another offering on a regular lead page, then you can drive people from that. On your thank you page, you can put a button and drive people to your chatbot so they can then subscribe to you on ManyChat, and that will build up your bot subscribers. So at the same time as building your email list, you are also building your ManyChat list. Number 5, a friendly funnel. You can create a simple fun little funnel right within your messenger, which we will be doing. You will see that later. Number 6, challenge prompts. Okay, if you're running a challenge or a boot camp, then you can have people sign up to get the information sent to them by messenger, much like you have possibly for this training. You may be receiving it by email. You may also be receiving it by messenger. And that really suits some people because they're on the go. They don't always have a laptop or anything. They're on the go and they can pick messenger up wherever they are at any time on their phone. So, that works as well for people. It gives people a bit of more options, really, a bit of variety in the way that they can watch anything that you've got to offer them. Okay, they can still continue to take part in things when they're out and about. So, it's great for challenge prompts, which is what you are actually getting when you get your messages for this training course. Webinar reminders, great for just sending out a quick reminder, simple as that. Instead of just to email, you can send it to Messenger. People are often pick up their messages much faster than their emails. So certainly if it's something urgent, then that's a brilliant thing to do. Now, you can segment your list. Okay, this might be a little bit advanced if you're just beginning, but you can organize inside ManyChat a way to separate your subscribers. So basically, if a certain portion answer something, then you can send something to one portion and perhaps something else to the other portion of those people. Something you can do as well with email, and that comes in useful when you get a bit further down with your strategy for messenger marketing. Number 9, market research. Easy. Use your chatbot to ask questions. Find out what your target market needs and what it wants. And you can, number 10, you can paid group members, use your chatbot for call reminders, new class reminders, other announcements for paying members. If you have a coaching group or something, you can remind people about what's going on. Simple as that. So anything that you're running, it's a reminder is a brilliant thing, and people pick them up much quicker. So it's definitely a good thing to have going. Okay, now I'm going to take you through some real life examples, and these are messages that I have sent out on my ManyChat. So you may well pick up some ideas as we go through these for things that you can do. So first thing is delivering value. Now, these are a couple of examples of things that I've shared, value that I've shared from my Facebook group. And number 1 here, this is actually, I'm telling people about a course, a guide that I have. And what I've done is I've referred them back to my group to read the post. Okay, so I'm just reminding everybody that I've got something going on, and I'm sending them back to my group so they can read it. Number 2, this was from Christmas. What I did is I ran, I think all through December, I had Christmas quotes going on, and quite a few people were quite liking those. So what I did is I put them all in a zip file, and then I sent out a message to my list and said, here they are, grab your quotes, and so they can use them next year if they want to. But they've got a bunch of Christmas quotes now. So basically just they are value quotes. I mean, I really believe that messenger bots should serve like as an extension of your business's content marketing strategy. So whatever content that you're creating of value, then you can share this to your subscribers through your bot. Your goal really should be to nurture those relationships and build relationships with your prospective customers, current customers. Give them some immediate value so they don't have to work. These are just things they can click, and then they're useful things for people. When you're focused on providing content to your audience, keep these practices in mind. Okay, so number 1, treat your Facebook Messenger bot like content marketing. Okay, selling should not be your primary objective. Education should be. And number 2, give people a way to contact you if they need any additional help or have any questions. Okay, so that is that one. Okay, so we'll move on now. Deliver a freebie. Okay, now a freebie, people have freebies that they give away all the time. And these are a couple of messages with freebies that I've sent out. They're a great way to get people on your list. You can put wherever you do your marketing on social media, or if you're individually or if you're emailing, you can give people links to your ManyChat landing pages like we did yesterday, and bring them into your subscriber list, and give people freebies, offer them a freebie, and they will sign up. So you can easily create your own. There's a couple here that I've done. This was defining your audience, creating your perfect customer profile. That's a workbook I did. So they click the link, get the workbook, easy peasy, no problem. Another one here on the right, grab my top 50 list of best Facebook groups you can advertise your network marketing business in for free to get more leads, sales and sign-ups. Yes, would you like it? No, would you not? Quite simple. Over in an instant, they either go for it or they don't. Simple. Now you can create your own. If you've got freebies, this is a great way to start off when you start to build your list. Or like we shared yesterday, the MLSP campaigns that I use as well, which are exceedingly valuable and quite high level on all the subjects that they teach on. They're just sitting there waiting to be used. So, plenty of options around for freebies. Or if you have any other affiliate marketing programs with freebies, then that's another example. Okay, next, sharing a blog post. Do you write blogs? If you do, share them with your ManyChat subscribers. If they're not suitable for your whole list, then segment it. You'll learn how to do that, or send them to certain tags. I do. And this is one of mine that I did. This was actually the Christmas quotes. Again, I did a blog first of all. That was where it started from. So if I have a blog that's relevant, I'll send it to the suitable people. Otherwise, I also can share MLSP blogs, because again, there's great information on there, which people really, really value on social media, and that's free value that my audience loves. And of course, I don't have to write those ones, so that's a bit of a win-win as well. So again, if you have anybody that you use that's suitable for sending out to your list, if they're writing good articles, then share them, share anything with the people that are focused on what you're sharing. All right, don't send things to people that they're not going to be interested in. That's why you can create different lists. Okay, so keep it specific, make sure it's value for them and not spam. I don't mean to say that you're sending spam, but if you're sending people things that they don't want, then they will think of it as spam. That's kind of what I mean there. So, be specific, send the right things to the right people. Okay, another example now, webinar invitations. If you've got a cool webinar coming up, it might be one you're doing, or it might be one that you're not. This is actually a message I received, again, through MLSP. I do a lot with them, as you can tell, and they have excellent webinars. This was the Wednesday webinar, and this was actually about ManyChat. And look how simple that is. Look how short, how specific. It tells you exactly what you get, what time it is, and click to register. And that's it, you're done. It's just a brilliant, simple way. So if you send something like this to people that want to hear it, they'll click and immediately you've got people registered. So, that's just a brilliant way to invite people, really, very, very quickly. And the next one, again, a different webinar invitation. This is one that I did a messenger marketing training a short while ago, and we have Mark Harbert, who did a webinar which followed on from our training. And again, I sent out a short message to the people that were on my training and just told them when it was, what it was, and we have a register here button. So that worked out really well. People could register really, really quickly. Now, what you can do is you could send a message similar to this as a follow-up. And where I've got one button here, which says register, I didn't actually do this for this webinar, but I have done it for other challenges and things. But what you can do is you can put 3 buttons on each message that you send. So you could have a message, a reminder as a follow-up to this one, to say, just reminding you about the webinar coming up and enclose some of those details. You could have 3 buttons. One would say, yes, please. Yes, please, I want to register. Then you would send them to the link. The middle button would say, I'm registered already, ! And the bottom one would say, no, thank you. And so there you go. So you've qualified people, they've responded to you. You've asked them a question, they've responded, and you've got some registrations, and you can actually see as well from your messages in your message box who's interested and who's not. So, that might help you. It might help you unsubscribe somebody from something, but it certainly will provoke a reaction. So you will get some registrations for that. You can also, again, this is a webinar I did on, this was an email marketing webinar, and this is a reminder. Okay, so you can automatically schedule or broadcast a reminder to go out to your list of people that have actually registered for webinars. So, that's a nice follow-up. Reminders are always good because people forget, people are busy. And this was a 3-hour one, and I also did a 30-minute one. So, that kind of count gives people a little bit of a countdown and helps kind of, wind them into the webinar slowly so they don't forget. And, it's just a great way to stay in touch, follow up, customer service, basically. So next one would be, oh, sorry. I've skipped one here. Okay, next one, an invitation to a Facebook Live. this, if you're doing a Facebook Live, now these are really common. Lots of people do these all the time now. I haven't done that many yet, but if you were going to do one and you wanted people to tune in and watch you, you can send them a ManyChat invitation beforehand, tell them when you're actually doing it, and then you can actually send them a little reminder button here. You've got Remind Me, okay, and if they want reminding, then there will be another message that you could schedule after that. So, you know, it's just great. There's all these little things in here that are things that you can set up and automate, but people request them. So if they want to be reminded, they will be. You know, if they want something, they will get it. If they don't, they won't. So that's kind of why it's really nice, and it helps you to deal with a lot of people at once. So on this sending out. Okay, so this, so basically this is the invitation, and that then means that people seeing this will be reminded that you're doing your live. So it's a great strategy to set up something like this before you actually do it. That's a good way of getting more people on your live. People are actually expecting you to be there. And now, okay, so if you're broadcasting a live, if you're doing a live video, you can integrate, as we saw yesterday, the Facebook Messenger bot growth tool, the Facebook comments into your live videos. Okay, so what you can do is, as you see on this screen, instead of typing a message like we did on a Facebook post, you can say within your Facebook Live, as this one here, we put write 1,000 Facebook groups in the comments below. Okay, now you can't type write in the comments below nowadays because you get into trouble, and Facebook basically won't show your post to anyone, but you can say it if you're doing a live. And obviously this was done on slides, so therefore people could actually read it, but it wasn't typed in the comments underneath. So this tactic will really help with boosting engagement, because people will be responding underneath to you while you're talking, and of course all those people that will come back and watch the actual replay. So you're generating all these people down on the right hand side, everybody that is responding to you and saying, yes, I'd like that free Facebook groups list, which is what it was. They are now going to become your leads, because they will be put into your ManyChat. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, you can incorporate. It's just working out a strategy. It depends how you do your marketing, whether you do Facebook Lives, where you do your marketing, whether it's a Facebook group, whether you prefer your blog, landing pages. However it is, it's working out a way and a strategy for you. So what you're doing now, you can incorporate that ManyChat relationship into whatever you are doing. You know, if you're doing a live and you can deliver a freebie or a lead magnet that relates to your topic, then you're going to get more warm, qualified leads, people who've actually watched your video and requested underneath to get something. So all they need to do is to type, like we said yesterday, type the keyword in underneath, and in this case it was 1,000 Facebook groups, and they automatically get it sent. It's much easier for them to just type this on Facebook than have to go and visit another website, enter their email address, and then get the freebie sent by email. And once your viewers, once these people have opted in, then you can subscribe them to a sequence. We haven't done that yet in this course, but you will learn how to do that very easily. You can subscribe them to a sequence just like you would via email, and, you know, warm them up, get to know them a little, and, you know, they'll be there waiting to buy something from you in no time. It's really quite exciting, that. So next one, Challenge prompts, again, you're seeing these this week because I'm sending you little messages to tell you that your training page is ready and directing you to the training page. So they can be short and sweet. One here for my magnetic Facebook leads training. Okay, this was the initial one I sent out just to, when people registered, just to let them know that it was all set up. And the one on the right was the day 2. Okay, so I told them a little bit what it was about, and I gave them the training underneath, day 2 training and day 1 catch up. Okay, because sometimes people miss one, don't they? What I've done in this case is they're all on the training page, so you've got one page where all the trainings are for you. But that's a good thing, you know, rather than just having the challenge in the group and by email. Again, people are on the go, and I know that people are looking at this and catching it at all different moments within their day. So that works really, really well, just sending out the little message, and you know then that your page is ready and the training is up for when you've got time to go and watch it. Another one is sharing products. Okay, now setting up your Facebook bot in a way that you've been providing value. Okay, you're building a relationship, you're building rapport with your customers. That means that from time to time you can position one of your products or an affiliate product, something you've done, something you're selling, or one of your services, but you can put them in front of people who are likely to want to see it. Now I've got, actually this one here is going to go out to people on my Pinterest list at some point, and I just thought I'd incorporate this quickly into the training. It gets you a free month on Tailwind with all the whistles and bells. You can stay with a free account after. You don't have to upgrade. Would you like to try it? Yes or no? So it's a cool way just to ask people a question. And this is just an offer for a free month of Tailwind on top of your free thing. So it just gives you all the bells and whistles on top of that. Now, the exciting thing, and I'm showing this before it's gone out, but this is going to go, is when you've asked this question, I just go back here, I ask the question and I put like to try it, yes or no. So we move on. And now if somebody said yes, as you see on the right here, they get the automatic message which says, great, you'll love it, and sign up. Now that takes them to the link to actually sign up. If they type no, as you see here, then I've asked them another question. And it says, no problem, just thought I'd check. And then I said, do you use a scheduler at all? I'm interested to know what people are actually using. So I have a yes and I have a no. So if they type yes on this bottom image here, I put great, which one do you use? So that means that I'm able to find out information about their Pinterest habits and what people do and what they like. It also gives me an insight as to what people might be interested in. Now this is, if you've got products that you're selling, it's a good way to qualify your audience by asking them questions like this. And you can continue with automatic questions and answers until you get to a point where you find out something that you want to know about them, you know, and then you can qualify them. Are they the right person to move on? Should they be receiving information on A, or should they be receiving information on B? So from this example, if people are definitely into my original offer, then that's fine. But there's lots of other ways of doing this, which I know and I use and I can help people with. So there'll be people, what I'll do after this is I would then move into to asking them questions about what they do, how they do their scheduling, how they do their pinning. It's a great lead in starting. It's like a real conversation. So the real conversation will start from now, because I can help them with something that they maybe don't know how to do at all, or maybe they have a completely other option that they use, something else that works for them. There's many ways of doing this. So that, helps me and it helps the customer. So asking these little questions and buttons gives you a great lead in to a real conversation. Okay. So basically, I guess at the end of the day, Facebook Messenger bots are a great way to increase engagement and interaction with your audience. You can share, these are things that I have shared. This one here on the left, cheeky little Christmas challenge for you. On the right, Merry Christmas to my subscribers. You can share all sorts of different content with them. You can include some fun stuff, some games, some jokes, useful tips, guides, reminders, industry news, health news if you're in health and wellness. Whatever it actually is that your audience is interested in, then share stuff. It doesn't have to be all serious and business. Just keep it periodic. Just don't overwhelm people, and don't send things to people that they're not going to be interested in. That's not the great thing. But do send something fun every now and then. So now that's it. Your mission, if you choose to accept it today, is send out a broadcast to your subscribers. And then comment done on the daily accountability post. The link is below the training here. So spend some time playing around in ManyChat, working through some of the growth tools. The software is very simple to use. It's very user-friendly and very self-explanatory. So, that's actually a great plus for software. I'm amazed really at how intuitive it is and quite simple to use. You just need to get used to your dashboard. If you need to watch this tutorial again, then play around a little bit yourself. If you do have any questions that I can help with, then message me. For the purposes of the training, while we're going through this, pop your questions under that daily accountability post. That helps everybody else as well. And start working on your treasure hunt points sheet clues, okay? And the details again are under here, but please send those into my email address. You've got until Monday to do that. So if you go back to day 1 on the introduction, you've got all the details on what to do with your point sheet and how to do it, when the winners will be announced. It's all there on day 1 in the introduction. Anyway, I hope you've really enjoyed the training. I hope you've got some information. You're really inspired now to go and build your subscriber list using ManyChat. Anyway, take care, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye bye.